Most people over 60 start their day with the wrong food and pay for it with brain fog, fatigue, and blood sugar crashes that last all morning. You've been poisoned at breakfast and you didn't even know it. Comment breakfast if you had something to eat today. Let's fix that. In this video, we'll uncover 4 breakfast foods that quietly harm seniors and 4 you should be eating instead to protect your heart, brain, and energy. Number 1. Sugary cereals. You might think it's just a bowl of cereal. Light, crunchy, easy to eat. The box says whole grains, the label says vitamin fortified. But let's look closer. What you're really eating is more like a dessert dressed up for breakfast. Most sugary cereals are loaded with added sugars and ultra-processed grains. And that's a dangerous mix, especially for older adults. When you're over 60, your body doesn't process sugar the way it used to. A bowl of these cereals can send your blood glucose soaring in minutes, then crash just as fast. That spike and drop effect doesn't just leave you tired. It damages blood vessels, feeds inflammation, and over time increases your risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that a significant portion of older adults have diabetes or pre-diabetes, with many being undiagnosed. Starting the day with a sugar blast only makes it worse. And it's not just sugar. These cereals are often stripped of natural fiber, meaning your body digests them fast, too fast, flooding your system with glucose and insulin. That's not fuel, that's fire. If you've been feeling unusually thirsty in the mornings, needing to urinate more often, or notice blurry vision, those might be early signs of unstable blood sugar. Please speak to your primary care doctor or a diabetes specialist. Early intervention matters. So what should you eat instead? Choose plain, high-fiber cereals like bran flakes or unsweetened shredded wheat. Top them with fresh berries for natural sweetness and antioxidants. That's a small switch, but it could have a big impact on your senior health. If you thought sugary cereals were bad enough, wait until you see what pastries are hiding behind all that sweetness. They might feel like comfort food, but they bring long-term risks, just like that bowl of sugar. Number 2. Pastries. You ever grab a muffin just to save time? Maybe a donut with your morning coffee? It's fast, it's sweet, it feels comforting, like a little reward to start your day. But here's the problem. Pastries are one of the worst things you can eat on an empty stomach, especially after 60. Most pastries are packed with refined flour and added sugars. That combination hits your bloodstream like a sugar bomb. Worse, many are made with hidden trans fats or industrial oils that don't just raise bad cholesterol, they contribute to the hardening of your arteries over time. For seniors, this is a direct threat to your heart, your blood pressure, and even your memory. Johns Hopkins Medicine, along with other leading health organizations, consistently emphasizes that diets high in refined carbohydrates and unhealthy fats, including trans fats, are closely linked to a higher risk of heart attack and stroke. This is particularly true for adults over 60, especially those with a history of hypertension or high cholesterol. And let's not forget, weight gain from these pastries isn't just about appearance. It adds pressure to your joints, can worsen sleep apnea, and contributes to inflammation throughout your body. If you've been feeling sluggish after breakfast, having more headaches, or notice swelling in your feet and hands, these could be signs your body's struggling with poor circulation or excess sodium. Talk to your cardiologist or a nutrition for me primary care provider. You deserve better than guesswork. Instead, go for 1 slice of whole grain toast with almond butter and a few banana slices. It's still sweet, still satisfying, but it protects your senior health instead of undermining it. If you've ever thought a muffin was the safe choice, go ahead and type the number 2 below. Number 3. High sugar juices. You thought orange juice was healthy, right? Maybe it's been part of your breakfast for decades. It says 100% juice on the label, comes from fruit, full of vitamins, but here's the truth. Drinking a glass of juice in the morning is like pouring sugar straight into your bloodstream, without the fiber that's supposed to slow it down. When you're over 60, your body becomes more sensitive to sugar swings. High sugar juices, like orange, apple, or even some so-called green juices, are often packed with concentrated fructose and almost zero fiber. That means a quick spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash. And over time, it pushes your body toward insulin resistance, weight gain, and even fatty liver. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, consistently advises that older adults, especially those with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes, are more likely to develop complications when regularly consuming liquid sugars. Juice seems natural, but without fiber, it acts like soda inside your body, quickly elevating blood glucose levels. If you've been noticing frequent headaches after breakfast, unexpected fatigue, or blurry vision by mid-morning, these could be early signs your blood sugar isn't stable. Please speak to your doctor or a certified diabetes educator for a glucose screening. Early detection is key for managing senior health tips. What's better? Eat the whole fruit instead, like a small orange or half a grapefruit. Or sip on water infused with berries or mint. It's refreshing, it hydrates you, and most importantly, it protects your senior health. Juices flood your body with sugar. But if you think that's the worst part of breakfast, fried foods like bacon and hash browns take it even further, attacking your heart and pressure from the inside out. Number 4. Fried food. It smells like comfort. Bacon crackling in the pan, golden hash browns crisping on the skillet. For many older adults, this is the breakfast they grew up on, maybe even had every Sunday morning for years. But what feels like tradition can quietly become a trap. Most fried breakfast foods are loaded with saturated fats, excess sodium, and harmful compounds formed when foods are cooked at high heat, such as advanced glycation end products, AGEs, and trans fats. These aren't just empty calories. They directly raise bad cholesterol, stiffen arteries, and trigger inflammation that your aging body can't recover from as quickly. For seniors with heart disease, high blood pressure, or kidney issues, Johns Hopkins Medicine, along with extensive research, confirms that diets high in fried foods are closely linked to an increased risk of heart failure and stroke, especially in people over 60 with pre-existing conditions like hypertension or high cholesterol. Furthermore, the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, NIDDK, highlights that high sodium intake, common in fried foods, puts stress on the kidneys and can worsen existing kidney disease. And the damage isn't always loud. You might just notice swollen ankles, brain fog before lunch, or constant bloating. If you're experiencing these signs, it's worth speaking to a cardiologist or a nephrologist. Catching it early can protect your senior health. So what's the better way? Try scrambled or boiled eggs with steamed greens, or a slice of turkey bacon with roasted sweet potatoes. You'll still get warmth, flavor, and fullness, but without the slow, silent harm. If bacon or sausage has a place on your plate more than once a week, type 4 in the comments. We've all been there. Sure, so let's pause for a second. If fried foods like bacon and hash browns have been part of your routine, you're not alone. But when you put them next to sugary cereals, pastries, and juice packed with hidden sugars, it starts to paint a bigger picture. These aren't just bad choices, they're quiet triggers. For blood sugar crashes, for heart strain, for inflammation that builds up day after day. Especially when you're over 60, your breakfast either sets you up or slowly wears you down. So if you've made it this far, you're already ahead. You care, and that's the first step toward protecting your senior health. Stick around, we're about to walk through 4 simple, powerful foods that can rebuild your mornings from the inside out. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to Healthcase so you don't miss the rest of the story. Alright, so now that we've talked about the foods that quietly break you down, let's flip the script. Because the good news is, your breakfast can also be your medicine. With the right choices, you can protect your heart, fuel your muscles, and sharpen your mind, starting with that very first bite. Let's get into the 4 breakfast foods that every adult over 60 should keep on the table. Number 5. Oatmeal. It doesn't get much simpler than this. Just a warm bowl, a spoon, and a few quiet minutes to yourself. But don't let that simplicity fool you. Oatmeal might just be one of the most powerful ways to start your morning after 60. Here's why. Oats are rich in soluble fiber, especially something called beta-glucan. That fiber forms a gel in your digestive tract, slowing down how fast sugar enters your bloodstream, which means more stable energy, fewer blood sugar spikes, and better control for anyone managing diabetes or pre-diabetes. And for your heart, that same fiber helps pull cholesterol out of your body before it has a chance to build up. The American Heart Association consistently highlights that incorporating soluble fiber, like that found in oatmeal, into your diet can help reduce LDL bad cholesterol levels and support healthy blood pressure, both crucial aspects of senior health tips. For anyone with a family history of heart disease or simply hoping to stay active longer, this is a breakfast that works for you, not against you. But not all oatmeal is equal. Skip the instant packets with added sugar, go for rolled or steel-cut oats. Cook with water or unsweetened almond milk, and top it with berries or a few chopped walnuts for antioxidants and healthy fats. This isn't just comfort food, it's a daily ritual that protects your body from the inside out, one of the easiest senior health tips you'll ever follow. Oatmeal gives you a strong foundation, but to rebuild what age takes away, eggs step in as your body's repair tool. One protects, the other restores. You'll want both. Number 6. 1 egg. That's all it takes, just one small, smooth shell on your plate, and inside, a full serving of nutrients designed to protect your body, especially after 60. Eggs are rich in high-quality protein, which your muscles need more than ever as you age. After 60, your body naturally starts losing lean mass, a process called sarcopenia. Without enough protein at breakfast, that loss can speed up, leading to weakness, falls, and even loss of independence. But eggs offer a complete amino acid profile, helping your body repair, rebuild, and stay strong. They also contain choline, which supports brain function and memory. Eggs are one of the few foods naturally rich in vitamin D, essential for bone health by aiding calcium absorption. The yolk also contains antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which help protect your eyes from age, macular degeneration, and cataracts. The National Institute on Aging, NIA, and other health organizations emphasize that older adults who consume adequate protein and micronutrients, such as those found in eggs, are more likely to maintain mobility and cognitive clarity over time. If heart health is a concern, don't worry. Extensive research over recent years has largely debunked the myth that dietary cholesterol from eggs significantly impacts blood cholesterol levels for most healthy individuals. Most studies now show that eating up to 1 and 2 eggs daily is safe for most seniors. However, if you have very high cholesterol or a specific medical condition, it's always best to discuss your intake with your doctor and skip the frying. Boil, poach, or scramble your eggs with leafy greens for a clean, powerful breakfast. Simple, affordable, and endlessly versatile, eggs are one of the most underrated senior health tips I can give you. Type 6 if eggs are your go-to in the morning, or if they're about to be after hearing this. Number 7. Greek yogurt. It's cool, creamy, and just a little tangy. Greek yogurt might seem simple, but for older adults, it's one of the most efficient ways to nourish your body without overloading your plate. And here's what makes it special. Greek yogurt is packed with protein, almost double the amount in regular yogurt, which helps preserve muscle mass as you age. That means more strength, better balance, and less risk of falls. But that's not all. It's also rich in probiotics, which support digestion and boost immune defenses that tend to weaken after 60. And let's not forget the calcium. It's essential for keeping bones dense and joints stable. According to nutrition experts, including those from the Mayo Clinic, incorporating probiotic-rich foods like Greek yogurt into your daily routine can improve gut health and reduce inflammation, key factors in senior health tips. Especially for anyone dealing with constipation, low appetite, or bone loss, this is a gentle reset for your system. Just 1 cup a day is enough, but be picky. Choose plain, low-fat varieties with live, active cultures. Avoid added sugars or fruity blends that cancel out the benefits. For extra flavor and balance, top it with a few raspberries, a handful of walnuts, or a sprinkle of chia seeds. Greek yogurt is more than a side dish, it's a foundation. Simple, satisfying, and one of the easiest senior health tips you can start right now. Greek yogurt supports your bones and gut from within. Add berries on top, and now you've got brain support and heart protection in one simple bowl. Sometimes, it's the small pairings that do the most. Number 8. Berries. They're small, colorful, and taste like little bursts of sunshine. But berries, especially blueberries and strawberries, do more than brighten your breakfast. For seniors, they're tiny shields for your brain and your heart. These fruits are rich in antioxidants, particularly flavonoids like anthocyanins, which fight inflammation and protect blood vessels. That matters, because as we age, our brains and cardiovascular systems become more vulnerable to damage from free radicals, unstable molecules that speed up cellular aging. The natural pigments in berries, especially their vibrant colors, are a direct indicator of these protective compounds that help slow that process down. Research from institutions like Harvard School of Public Health has shown that older adults who regularly consume berries exhibit slower cognitive decline and a lower risk of heart disease. Even just 2 servings a week can make a noticeable difference in brain function over time, potentially delaying cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. So how do you eat them? Keep it simple. Add 1/2 cup of fresh or frozen berries to your oatmeal, Greek yogurt, or a slice of whole grain toast with almond butter. If you're managing blood sugar, choose unsweetened, frozen options and monitor your portions. It's still fruit, but with significant health benefits. Berries aren't just pretty on the plate. They're one of the easiest and most delicious senior health tips to protect your mind, your heart, and your energy, starting with your very next breakfast. If you've got berries in your fridge or plan to grab some now, go ahead and type 8 to lock it in. Sure, so if berries were the sweet surprise at the end, the truth is, all 4 of these foods quietly work together. Oatmeal keeps your heart steady. Eggs rebuild your strength. Greek yogurt supports your gut and bones. And berries? They help protect your memory and circulation. All in just a handful. None of this is complicated. You don't need a new diet or a fancy plan, just simple swaps made with care. And if you're over 60, these aren't just nice to have. They're your foundation, your defense, your everyday way of taking control of your senior health, starting with breakfast. And now that you've got your 4 go-to foods down, here's one more tip that makes all the difference. It's not just what you eat for breakfast, it's how you pair it. See, many people over 60 start strong with the right ingredients, but then combine them in a way that doesn't really work for their body. Maybe it's all carbs, or all protein, or a meal that digests too fast and leaves you drained by 10 a.m. Here's the trick: balance. You want a mix of fiber-rich carbs for steady energy, quality protein to protect muscle, and a bit of healthy fat to keep you full. That balance slows digestion just enough to give your body what it needs without the crash. And don't worry, you don't need a meal plan or a scale. Just think, do I have something that gives me energy, something that keeps me full, and something that helps me recover? That's your formula. These small adjustments might not look dramatic, but they protect your senior health in the long run. Every morning you show up for yourself. So whether it's swapping juice for real fruit, or building a better breakfast with oats, eggs, and berries, these aren't big changes, but when you make them early, they add up. More stable energy, better blood sugar, a sharper mind, a steadier heart. That's really the point of everything we just walked through. You don't need perfection. You just need small, smart choices that support your senior health day by day. So before you head out, here's what I'd say. Get that checkup on the calendar if it's been a while, drink water first thing in the morning, and make sure you're following healthcase because we break these things down in a way that's simple, real, and made for you. Share this video with someone over 60 who needs to hear it. And tomorrow, start with one better bite. That's it.